Um, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, students A to students A level economics. Now I am going to share with you this slideshow related to externalities in production and consumption. So this is A level economics revision. Uh, these slide shares were made by tutor to you. You can also visit their website in order to find more helping material. So these I have searched for you people in order to make the revision of the topics. Those who are unable to understand the basic things in externalities or in the previous lesson, I made it clear. What are the different definitions? What are the ways of understanding economic efficiency? So this video is meant for the ideas about externalities. So this will be making us a little bit revision about the topic. So what are the externalities? So externalities, I told you, these are the external effects or spillover effects of any economic activity on the third party or on the society without any payment. Without any payment. So these are not measured by the market forces or demand and supply because the market is missing for them. Externalities are the spillover effects or external effects from production and consumption for which no appropriate compensation is paid. We are not willing to have pollution. We are not willing to have such type of negative things which are also caused along with the production of different goods. So these things are having the externalities. That sometimes externalities are positive, sometimes they are the negative. Externalities lie outside the initial market transaction price. Externalities cause what? The market failure. All the market failures, they are causing us economic inefficiency. That's why the market system is unable to achieve the efficient allocation of resources. So they cause the market failure if the price mechanism does not take account of the social cost and benefits of the production and consumption. Externalities can be positive and can be negative. When they are benefiting the society or the third party without any payment, they are said to be positive. And when they are harmful to the society or the third party without any payment, they are said to be the negative externalities. So there can be negative production externalities, there can be negative consumption externalities, there can be positive production externalities, there can be positive consumption externalities. There are four main or broad categories of externalities. I gave you information about only positive and negative externalities. Positives from the consumer side and negative from the producer side. Keep it in mind, they can happen from both the ends, from consumption and production. Topology of externalities. Okay. Production negative externalities, we all know they are the pollutions, water pollution, noise pollution, air pollution, where marginal social cost of production is higher than the marginal private cost. The private cost, the producers are measuring them in the form of rent payments, in the form of wage payments, in the form of different types of payments. But they're not considering whatever the external cost is incurred by the society because of their decisions. That's why externalities are existing. So negative externality examples are there: air, land, river, and noise pollution, which results from factory emissions, space jam. Consumption positive externalities, what are these? Where the marginal social benefit of consumption is higher than the marginal private benefit. I gave you the example of a good Wi-Fi open system in which the non-payers, they are also enjoying the benefits of the Wi-Fi signals. So they are causing a social benefit which is not measured by the market force. Example क्या? Community access defibrillators, external benefits from museums. Okay, so this can be your fragrance of the flowers. I can give you the easy example of this thing. So negative production externalities, so there can be different types like air pollution from factories, pollution from fertilizers, industrial waste, noise pollution, collapsing fish stocks, methane emissions. So all these are called what? The negative production externalities. When answering any question on negative externalities, consider whether the external costs are significant, or if so, whether they can be measured or valued accurately. Marginal social cost is greater than marginal private cost. So producers are only considering the private cost, not the external cost, which will make them to consider the marginal social cost. Now, this is the case of negative production externalities. The private cost curve is having the upward slope supply curve. This is the marginal private cost. So the gap between the marginal social cost and marginal private cost will be the marginal external cost. You can see this is a non-parallel shift. It is due to when production is increasing, the amount of external cost is also increasing. At lower level of production, there will be the lower level of external cost. And as production is increasing, external cost will be increasing. So we say privately, when consumption side is not having any externality, the market is clearing itself at point C. But when external costs are included, it requires to be cleared at point A rather than C. So C is showing us the positive economic equilibrium. This is what the factual equilibrium, quantity supplied and quantity demanded. So this is factual. It is not considering the value judgment, whereas the value judgment is considered at A, that will be the point which is the social desirable level of equilibrium. Now come towards the another topic about this is social optimum is where marginal social benefit is equal to marginal social cost. Now deadweight loss is also created. This is the welfare loss. This triangle is showing us the welfare loss to the society due to this negative externality. This will be coming in our chapter number 8, the deadweight loss due to externalities. Positive consumption externalities, the fragrance provided by the flowers of our neighbors or by external benefit of Wi-Fi. So when external benefits are there, private benefit and private cost, they are equal at point A. Whereas when the external benefit is included, market will be having the social optimum level at point C. So more should be produced. Again, these two demand curves are non-parallel. It means when more is consumed, the external benefit will also be increasing. It is not a constant value. So at quantity Q1, B should be demand. B should be from A to B. This is the amount of the marginal external benefit which is present, but there is no supply available at that point. So where market demand and supplies are equal, they are at C. So this is the deadweight loss of social welfare, that more could be produced. If more is produced, then this will be the welfare gain, this triangle. Okay, but market is not producing this much, so this is causing a welfare loss or deadweight loss. Now production positive externalities, the producers can also benefit the society, like if there is a garden or orchard, so honey producer is benefited, he can produce honey because of the decisions of the gardens. So where the marginal social cost of production is lower than the marginal private cost, like the external cost is lower. So example, negative lower transport costs for local firms, allowing construction of new roads. So, okay, so this will give us a positive externality from the producer side. And consumption negative externalities, the demerit goods, if someone is smoking, he is harming others, the passive smoker. So in that case, we are finding the negative consumption externality, where social benefit of consumption is lower than the marginal private benefit. Example, positive impact on family life, social cohesion of problems, gambling or drug addiction, or we can say a drinker, or we say the smoker, he is affecting the non-smokers. So negative externalities caused by the consumers, we will have marginal social benefit lying below the marginal private benefit. He's not benefiting the society members, but he is harming them due to his decision. So at private market, private economic efficiency, market is cleared at C. But at C, at this production level, marginal social benefit is lower at B. So market will be clear, the desirable level will be at A. So we say, so this could be causing what? The social loss, social welfare loss to the society. So we say they are causing what? The market failure as well. So due to the negative externalities. Now, this is what we are going to have the deadweight loss of social welfare. Socially optimum point is not there achieved where marginal social benefit is equal to marginal social cost. So these are the negative consumption externalities. Vehicle pollution, we are using our cars and polluting the environment. Household wastage, eating pizza, burgers, and throwing away the wastage outside their homes. Noise pollution from neighbors, like they are listening to the music and the student is going to have an examination by tomorrow. Air pollution from smokers, traffic congestions, gambling addiction, litter from tourists, and spillover costs from obesity. Okay. Now come towards positive production externalities, where marginal social cost is going to be lower than the marginal private cost. So we find this thing that this is going to have a benefit from the producer side. You can say this will be the deadweight loss of social welfare. If this could be produced at Q1, then welfare gain will be there. So evaluating externalities, externalities lie outside of market transactions, involve a divergence of private and social cost and benefits. Some externalities are trivial, some are significant, example related to climate change. Most goods and services have both positive and negative externalities. Example, if a government encourages consumption of a good with positive externalities, it will also create some negative externalities. Key is to focus on the net social benefit or cost. So this is when externalities are coming from both the sides, from producer and consumer. So when private benefit and private cost is considered, this will be the point. When social benefit and social costs are considered, C will be the point. Like from consumer side, there is going to be a positive externality, but from the producer side, there is still negative externality because marginal social cost is lying above the private cost. So net loss of welfare, this is the small triangle. There, marginal private benefit at A, what we see, marginal private benefit is equal to marginal private cost, where at B, marginal social benefit is equal to marginal social cost. There are net externalities in this market, that is, it is costing society more to produce these units than society is valuing these units. Okay, look out for the revision video analyzing and evaluating policies designed to cut carbon emissions. So that's all for the revision of the externalities. I hope so. These slides will help you to understand what is meant by these types of externalities. So we are going to have this thing, and over here okay. So I'm going to stop recording. So we'll be meeting again with few other things to discuss and explain. If you are having the questions, you can ask me on my WhatsApp number 03216160 437. Thank you for today. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good day.